camera, yeah, the battery went dead on vid. So here today I have 3 goddesses here with me. At the end of the day, they gonna win. Yo, so welcome to the Nobodies. Welcome to the Nobodies, everybody. Look, we had to tap in today. Listen, I was at work today. I got home. I was listening to a podcast on the way home, and they was just talking about a lot of stuff. We're gonna get into what we're talking about, but I had decided I really wanted to bring my girl Tiarra back on. Y'all already know her. Y'all already seen her before, so this ain't nothing new. But I want to bring her in as her podcast and it's her whole brand that she has as Your Time to Thrive. So this is her platform that she has called Your Time to Thrive. I want to come in as a collaboration with, the Nobodies and her podcast today. And we're going to get some stuff going on. We're going to talk. We're going to get some good energy out here. It's just going to be a little flow. You see, I'm still in my work clothes, got off, and I just said that we need to get some stuff going. I want to kind of bring this out here. So I'm going to let her introduce herself. I'm going to stop talking too much and let her go, and then we're going to get into it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, Tiarra Denise, founder of Your Time to Thrive. That's my business. And I also have a podcast called The Discovery Within Podcast. You can find that on YouTube. So, if you've been rocking with me, Enrique, and the conversations we've been having, go ahead over there to my channel and subscribe. But we got something for y'all today.
Exactly. And on that note, you see, we in a different setting today on the Nobodies. We be a little bit of everywhere. We everywhere with it. You never know. You never know. You never know. So we decided we want, we love to be outside. We love this nature. We love to be out in this nature. And I really want to come outside with it today. And she said she was going to do hers outside. So I said, you know what? We're going to bring the setup outside. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. You see my hammock in the back. But yeah, today I was on my way home and I heard this lady, she was just talking about desire, really talking about how we as a people, we have this thing for desire and how we really want to feel like in a relationship standpoint, we want to be with somebody and we want to be with them for a long time and we want that to really thrive and be a whole thing. She got into morally talking about that and just saying how we really need to be as a person, as ourselves, to start thinking in a way of knowing when we're with somebody, let that not be a thing to think, okay, I want to be with this person forever. Let that be a sign of, hey, I'm in this thing. Let it be for what it is. Let me be in this situation that I'm in because I might be in this situation for a short time and a good time, but not a long time. And that was a whole thing of us being desirable and want to have that desire to want to hold on to something when this might not be nothing we need to hold on to. Maybe it's something we need for that moment and to enjoy for that moment and to move on. She was even saying about being in a relationship with somebody and having kids with a person, and yeah, you might be in that relationship and have kids and it might be that thing for that time, but it might not be what it needs to be for a lifespan. And if it's not, that it should be okay. And it should be okay for both people to understand it and not for us to be in this materialistic world and mindset of this is supposed to be forever. We have kids. We're supposed to be together forever. No, you're probably just supposed to be together to have that child and to bring in greatness, especially having two parents who can coexist and have a child together and still have that strong bond to where they know that they're here for their child. Just knowing that you can hold on and take on that responsibility and not have that mindset of being like, I have to be with this person to make this work. Cause I always kind of had that side of it. And I know y'all might hear that rooster crowing. Pay it no mind. We're gonna keep it pushing. But yeah,
That's
so
right. That just means you on point.
you feel me? And they gonna talk. They gonna talk. But yeah, just kind of getting into that and just really having that listening, that breaking point of just being like, you know what? This absolutely right. And then it kind of brought me deep into like my thoughts of really seeing how I look at people of, we can't be holding on to things. And I always think about like trying to ascend it into that next round after I complete my journey on this round and knowing that we have certain things that we have to understand before we can really transpire to that next place. And really the main things is just like learning to let go and learning to, yeah, you have this love for certain things, especially when people pass on and die, and we always be sad and stuff like that. But we have to learn that we can't hold on to things, especially earthly things, that's embodied into this world, because it's not gonna we not gonna be in it forever. So we have to know how to, like, just going on day to day and seeing the things that we have and having the certain things that we do have, and how we have cars and stuff that break down and homes that burn down and stuff like that. Yeah, we it might be a hard and a sad thing, but we have to also understand and understand that nothing is forever. Nothing is never gonna be forever. You always have to be humble and just always be grateful for what we do have, and know that things can always perish and go and leave and not stay for, not stay and be here for a long time. So it just kind of sparked that up, and I really just kind of want to bring you on and, like, just get your inside of it and how you feel about that whole topic, and especially you being a woman and having a relationship, especially having a child, and it has to take two and stuff like that, and sometimes it don't really work out in the way you want to, but how we have to, like, tap back into us and show that we're good, and especially being by ourselves, and taking on certain challenges, and knowing that everything is not going to be easy. Some things are going to be hard, some ways of thinking and some ways of doing things, and trying to break out of those trauma bonds and those, like, just ways of doing things, the trauma ways of doing things. It's not going to be easy to get out of that, but we can get out of that. And just seeing her talk about the desires, and us not thinking of being with somebody in that aspect, but thinking about being with somebody for that journey, and for that, having to be with them just in that time, just to get what you need to get out of that, having the kid or not, being letting it be good or not, letting it be toxic or not. We all gonna have these experiences, but it's a journey at the end of the day. So I'm gonna end on that and kind of bring you in on that and see how you feel about that whole side.
I feel a whole lot on this subject. I say, like, for me, my experience, with attachments and things like that.
Hmm.
Growing up, that's kind of like how we talk. We think that things, people, possessions, and things like that belong to us. So I guess it comes with that upbringing of, oh, that's your family, or this person is this, or family got to stick together, and we've been taught all these things, these roles to play and things like that.
Hmm.
So I feel like that's where people have this thing where it's hard for them to truly let go when things have expired, because we've been taught that things like blood is thicker than water, family is forever, and we put this forever thing on to people and things outside of us, only to realize in life that nothing is forever. The only
At
thing that's
all.
forever is you. The only thing that's forever is you.
Exactly.
When
That
the, when
hit. That
when
hit
them people
hard.
when the material, the places, all that's left is you.
And it
It's
really
gonna be
is.
you in that mirror for the rest of your life. The only relationship that's gonna be with you for the rest of your life is the relationship that you have with yourself. You really don't have no control over how long someone stays in your life. But it's like, when you was talking about the video, we just visitors. We passing through. We're
Hmm.
here to, experience things, but we're not here to hold on to things, because we already know how life works. It moves in cycles. Things change, the seasons change. So,
And it's
really you just
constant.
gotta flow with things.
And it's a constant thing.
And
And
so
just
we
you
get so attached to people. Yeah, and getting stuck
getting
in
attacked,
that
you say?
because we feel like, yeah, when you build things with people and you have these certain connections and stuff, you already been taught a certain way on, how you should navigate connections and anything in your life. That's how we hold on to these things, but it's not gonna always, be that way. It's the time for
Exactly.
things to come in to teach you things, because sometimes we'll hold on to stuff that we know we should let go. We have the awareness that it's detrimental
Good
to
and
us, it's
bad.
not helping us, good and bad, and we hold on to it because we have these certain principles and things that were embedded into us, thoughts, ideas, ways of being were put on to us, and we take them in as our own, and then we betray ourselves, and we just don't really see ourselves in the mix. We just put ourselves on the back burner. We deal with things, we compromise, even if that means we're compromising our own mental health, our emotional health, physical
You
health
better speak
for the sake of for the sake of trying to hold on to
to
something that's clear
something
that
that,
it's just not working.
man,
It's not
and it don't work, and that's the thing. Like, the main takeaway just that being the condition and trying to hold on to something that never will work, that'll never stay, that'll never hold on, even it being good or bad. Learning how to be in yourself and know that, let me break out of this way of thinking to feel like I have to be in something forever. I have to have this forever, because a lot of times we go through the journey to be in comfortable situations, but we have to learn how to get out of those comfortable situations to get into a new situation. To learn to get meeting people, being around people. And the one thing the lady said that really hit me was like, she was like, what did she say? She said, so really, we here just to make friends. Like, even when you with somebody, it's just a friend. We here meeting people, making friends, and then that's it, and we leave. And going back to when you were just saying you only have yourself, and you have to be with yourself for forever. This even going on to the astral realm, and getting past through this side of being on this physical plane. We have to understand, at the end of the day, even when you transcend, even when you die, you still only gonna have you. So this is why you always have to know how to let things go, break out of things, learn how to love on things, but know not to hold on to it. Even when it comes to like death and families and stuff like that, we have to understand, like, we can't hold on to certain things, the memories, or the good things that we have, to keep the person alive, but don't use a person death, a person leaving you, as something to hold you back or hold you down from where you need to be and where you need to go. I always learn that things do happen for a reason, and you have to go through these trials and tribulations at the end of the day to get where you need to be in life. You go through things to get you to a better place in life. And some people go through things, and when they go through it, they don't break out of, they don't see that cycle, they don't see what they need to learn out of that test to get to that next test, to pass that test to get to the next level. I know with me right now, just even going through what I'm going through, I'm not perfect. I'm back into a point where my patience is like short, especially with driving, especially with having this job that I have. But I know that I have to do what I need to do for me to not let that control me, to not let that change me and to shape me into a person or to a thing that I know I'm not trying to be. So I just want to get this out there with y'all, to like let y'all kind of think about these certain things and let you see that it's not just about the physical things, the things that we really have into this world that we hold on to so dear that we feel like we can't let go. You can let go. You really can. And then I'll let you talk back into what you wanted to say.
Yeah, see, when you said that, it just made me think about the current journey I'm on right now. Cause change and new things haven't always been like my strong suit. So I'm learning how to let go on a
See,
different level, not having one foot in the old and one foot in the new,
yeah.
making a intentional choice to choose different because it's like you said, we can complain, we can talk about the things that we don't like, the things that we don't desire, but when it comes to the things that we do desire, sometimes we don't even know what it is that we truly desire until we actually have to sit there with
Hmm.
ourselves and ask ourselves what do we really want. Enough of focusing on the outside stuff, the stuff we
Yes.
know is not good. Take that enough for our attention. Now let's focus on what the hell we actually want.
And they're gonna
Let's
take
put our
hard work.
focus. Let's put our intention into this. And this season has definitely been, teaching me that because when you truly say that you are tired of something, you're gonna move different. And it's not gonna be nothing to hold you back. I don't care if you're holding on to a situation where you felt, well, this brings me so much security, whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever the case may be. Sometimes we feel like if we let go of things, we'll be losing out on something, or we won't have
Yes.
that safety, or things won't be as good on the other side because we conditioned and we're so used to things going the wrong way that we don't
Hmm.
even open ourselves up to the new, what's on the other side of you stepping outside of that comfort zone and getting away from that, the things that are so familiar to you. You've already lived that life. You already mastered that life.
Exactly.
Now
Exactly.
allow yourself this time to step into something new. And sometimes stepping into something new means you got to let go of all the old weights and all the excess people, the excess energy, the excess attachment. And it can't come. And I don't
Facts.
care if you love the family. Yes, it hurts. You don't want to let go because we've been conditioned that you got to hold on to those. You got to stick with people. When it's time for you to fly, it's time for something new. It's time for something new.
And you know when
You
it's
got to.
something new, you know, but people, I know it's hard sometimes. And I can say that from my experience to break out of certain things to get into something new. And that's when you feel like you done got so comfortable into a situation. You done got so comfortable with yourself being like this and being in this. Like I say, good or bad, to where sometimes you know you need to break out of that and to get onto something new. But are you willing to do that? Are you gonna take that time, and are you gonna take that energy, and are you gonna take them hard steps? Because everything is not easy. Like me doing tackling on all my stuff that I got to tackle on, plus this job and the stuff that I have to deal with my job just to kind of keep myself stable and keep myself afloat with having a roof over my head and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not hard, but I know everything I'm going through is a test, and it's to show me, especially with my patience and my mindset and looking at things through another way, and to be aware and to be like conscious of stuff like that, to know like, damn, I'm in this situation. Yeah, let me look at my options, but at the end of the day, when my options not working, I know I'm going through this to get to a better situation. But what is it that I need to learn in this situation to get me to that situation? I'm in this situation. I'm complaining about it. I don't like it. But what am I doing to better myself and to learn and to really like understand, like, why am I in this? What do I need to do to get out of this? But I know it's something I need to learn while I'm in this to get out of this. You're not gonna get out of it until you learn what you need to learn. And that's what I'm getting to. And that's what I'm like, you got to learn to focus on your business through all the stress and all the bullshit you go through. Because with this job and you trying to work on your business, and then when your business thrive and get to where it need to be, it's gonna be way more stress. It's gonna, and I don't want to say stress, but it's gonna be way more tasks and way more things that might complicate and get me a little aggravated and stuff like that. But are you still gonna get through it and thrive and get to where you need to be, or are you gonna sit here and complain and be like, what am I going to do? Like, why am I in this situation? Well, why can't I get out? No, no, no. Learn what you in, see what you in, learn how to get out of that, learn how to master what you in, and how to, and like become your best self, to where when you get in other situations, this won't be nothing. It won't be nothing. And they go with everything. But at the end of the day, I know with a lot of stuff that I hold on to, with all of this, I have to learn how to let go of a lot of things too to get to where I need to be. I can't just sit here and hold on to it and be like, yeah, I know I got to learn this and that like this, and I'm trying to like get to it and get deep into it, and don't stress it. Don't stress yourself out with it. Learn how to, okay, sit back, let go. Or what's the word? Deflect. I guess you could say deflect. Learn how to look at everything and take everything in and see what's going on, but deflect in a better way. Reflect on everything that you see, but deflect a different way out of it. So this just how I see it. So with everything we've been talking about, from the just learning how to control the desire and know and look at things in a different way, of the way that how we feel like we supposed to have these desires and wants and needs and stuff like that, that we feel like things should be a certain way. Things don't, everybody is different. Everybody don't move like everybody process, thought process different. So nothing, nobody, especially when you're with somebody, yeah, you hope to have that connection and have something that you and that person can really like connect with and have all these like similar, but nothing not gonna be the same, especially when it comes into a relationship stamp, especially now in the days that we in, with being with somebody and having that monogamy relationship and trying to like hold on to that. Just know that that might not be. People are breaking out of ways. People are thinking differently, and maybe the way you are thinking is not the right way of thinking. Because when we think about it too, why do we feel like we're put on this earth, all these people, and we think we're supposed to be with that one person. That one person is the one, and that's it. And you holding yourself down for all of this. And yeah, maybe some people are supposed to be with that one person, but you have to also think, it's so many people out here, so many opportunities, so many things that you can get from other people, and you can learn, and people can learn from you. Why I feel like I need to hold it in for myself and just keep myself tied down to this certain thing or this certain person, or this certain whatever I got going on. And this one, I feel like when we look at ourselves and look at the thing we got going on, we know within ourselves that something's not right. Even when, okay, I'm in this relationship, I don't feel like this is working, but I want to stick it through. I want to be with this person forever because I feel like this is how it's supposed to be. You going by what you think. You going by the conditioning of the world. Go by how you really feel, and you'll be free, and you'll feel way better because you're moving in the way you're supposed to. And I know I'm kind of going a little everywhere, but I'm gonna let it jump back onto you because you know me.
But yeah, we can still tie that back into like what you're talking about because that's understanding that we're all wired differently. And it just goes to show you we're moving in different times. Like what was once accepted, people are doing their own thing. And that's the thing about life. You got to write your own script. Understand, many people have written and told stories, but what is your story? Because someone else's script and their manual is not going to get you to where you need to be.
You
So
better
you could be
speak
thriving how
it.
you want to.
You better
And to like
speak
so that
it.
maybe the monogamy thing may not be for certain people, but it's what floats your boat. You got to figure out what you desire in this lifetime. If you want to, do the relationship however you want to do it, and it works for you, you create that space for you because you're the one writing the script. You just make sure it works for you. You ain't doing it to make sure that it works for,
Man,
the how the world may perceive what you're doing. It's about being in your own lane, crafting your own lane. Things change. Life is not meant to be done one way. And it's being shown time after time whether we want to accept certain things in the world. Everything serves its purpose. Not no thing is just one way. There are many opportunities, many avenues for you to arrive to where
and
you desire to
Tiara,
be, and whatever that is.
and Tiara, with that, I just kind of got an epiphany on all of that. When you saying all that, one thing that has to show, and that what came up to me by all of the things that you were just telling them what you should be striving for yourself. It never included really being with somebody, and that's the feel. I feel like the key focus, what fucks us up, is that I feel like as a world, we all, the main thing that we all want is to be loved by somebody and have love with somebody, and have that relationship. It's a lot of people who don't, but I feel like most of the world, that's what we tie on and stem on, and that's kind of the main thing for us, what we live in this world for, to be like, I want to be with somebody and I want to die, have somebody when I die. But this not the way to live. You're supposed to be living for you and for you only. The main thing you're supposed to be worrying about is, what am I gonna do for me to get to where, like you're saying, to have all these things, to get to where I need to be, to thrive into these different aspects of life of what I want to have. You have to understand that a relationship has really nothing to do with none of this stuff. And we have to break out of that. If you get in what I'm putting down, like, you have to break out of that whole side of thinking that relationships and stuff like that, or being with somebody, is a part of the world and a part of what you need to have to really get to where you feel like you need to be in this world. When really, I feel like we as a people need to really focus on ourselves, and we really still haven't done that. I mean, you can see what's going on in the world today, that we really don't focus on ourselves and look at ourselves and really hone in on what we need to do for ourselves to be a better us. It's morally like, some people do it, but most people do it to be with somebody, or to let me be a better me. So when I'm with this person, it could I could be better for that. But it's more like, let me be better for me to be better for me. Going back to what you said, I only got me. I only, to the day I come into the bit, to the day I leave the bit. I only got me. So let me focus on me. Let all of that other stuff stay on the side, because at the end of the day, what am I gonna bring to the table? Not for a relationship, but what am I gonna bring to the table to show a staple in this world? To show a staple for whoever, for the friends, for any kind of relationship. And I understand, when I was saying relationship, I didn't specifically classify what relationship I meant. I was meaning like a relationship for a person being with somebody, not as a family friend relationship or nothing like that. This having healthy things in your life. But I feel like, for us to really have a healthy relationship, and to really know that when we are in something crazy or going through some crazy shit, that we could just leave out of that stuff, and not be in toxic stuff, is when we learn how to really tap into ourselves and really know ourselves. Because I say, and I know that we have to go through crazy shit to learn ourselves. We all go through it. We all go through crazy shit to get to where we need to be. But hopefully, even listening to this podcast and somebody saying it, just knowing like, okay, I know I might need to go through some crazy stuff, but I know when I'm in that crazy stuff, I'm aware that I'm in it, and I know that I need to look at what I'm going through and how to access it, and see what I need to do better for when I get, so when I get out of this. And hopefully a person know, like, I'm going to get out of this soon because I'm aware of what's going on. But what do I need to learn from this so that when I get out of this, that I can be a better me for me? Not for the next relationship, not for the next person. What am I gonna do better for me to get me to be a better me? To where if I am with somebody, I don't have to look at this. I don't even have to go through this because I know what the fuck going on. I know that everything that I need to be doing is for me, and if I know that I'm in something and something not going the way that I know it should be going, let me take a step back. Let me let this go, and if it come back, it come back. But let me assess myself and see. Okay, look, I'm doing stuff that I know I'm thinking ways I shouldn't be thinking. I'm into this matrix again. I'm letting these emotions take control of me from another person when I'm not letting the emotions. The only emotion that should be changing me is the emotion that I have within myself, not from somebody else that making me feel a certain way or do a certain thing, or I have these kind of feelings. You should be like, okay, I see that you're kind of getting me like this, but I'm not gonna let you get me there. I'm gonna assess myself and know that I know that at the end of the day, I'm good with my emotions. I'm good with myself. I know that we might have something going on, but I'm straight. I'm good. I'm great. Like I'm living good. And then that's how you know to be humble, be abundant. Know your worth. This the main thing, knowing your worth and knowing that I can't settle for a lot of things. I can't live in the world and think of the way that this society thinks of. I have to be that 1% out of that too, and know that I'm a leader and not a follower, and that I have my own thoughts and I don't just go by other people's thoughts and go by how other people feel and going by a social norm, because this is the main thing. We go by a social norm that we feel like, oh, well, this is how we've been raised. This is what we see all the time. So I shouldn't really think this way or feel this way. I should hold this in, hold these ways and ideas and thoughts in to where you can't even really show your authentic self. So, I'm just wanting this to kind of bring up the like, get out of your desires, get out of the thing that you feel like should be right, you feel that should be, and learn how to just be. Learn how to just be in yourself and learn how to just take time and to work on you and focus on you and just think outside the box for you. Not for people and your friends and family, but for you.
To choose yourself, that's a big task that a lot of people, they haven't arrived to that courage to fully choose themselves. And I can say that because it's a process for me as well, as I'm like stepping into that new fully choosing myself, because you got to go through it to get through it. And I say just growing through it, but it truly starts with you choosing you. And you got to be bold about that. You got to be unapologetic about that. Because one thing about it, when you choose yourself, that shit is going to piss some people off. Because how dare you? How dare you not serve me? How dare you not cater to my needs? How dare you not give me the validation, the attention, the energy? How dare you? But when you choose yourself, you really reclaim your power. You really come back home to yourself. And I feel like that in turns help you to be able to be in better relationships,
Facts.
harmonious relationships that actually thrive and, have the things that you desire. But that foundation, it starts with that relationship with yourself. And if that relationship with yourself is shitty, what you think them relationships gonna be like that? The
Exactly.
relationship's gonna be just
Exactly.
like that. I had to look in the mirror, especially with my experiences and stuff, coming to the end of them and having to sit back and reflect and then really reevaluate and introspect and go on within myself and see, okay, what the hell did you fall up short for you to even stay this long in situations like this? Because for me, it was in romantic and business partnerships. It didn't really even matter staying into situations longer than I needed. But I understood that I wasn't leaving. It's like you said, I wasn't leaving none of those situations until I learned what I needed to learn. And
Hmm.
oftentimes when you stay in these attachments and you're not letting go of people who you know damn well you need to let go, something will happen to push you the fuck up out of there. And for me, it took for me because I was getting all the signs,
Facts.
I was getting all the intuitive hits, the whispers to say, get out of this. And I didn't. And it took for some drastic things to happen to force me out.
See.
But me, I'll take the hard way. That was me. That's my experience. I know I bump into things and things like that, but that's how some people operate. But I went through it, so now that I know better.
See.
So now it makes me reevaluate the relationship that I have with myself. Of course, I desire partnership from another person, but let me check in with me and make sure that I have a close knit partnership with them myself. All that stuff I'm requiring and asking for others, I need to make sure that I possess that it is within me, and I give that to myself so that when I
Exactly.
integrate with another soul, it's not from a place of need, from a place of lack or feeling a
Mhm.
void. I'm already full. We just gonna amplify each other, but it's not gonna happen unless you are already doing that for yourself and you're making these things happen for
Ashe,
yourself
ashe,
within. It has
ashe.
to come internal before it ever comes external. And when you truly choose you and you don't play by you will see how easy it is to let go of anybody, any
Anything.
place that does not serve
You
you.
yes, and
Know
not
how
work in
it,
your
know
favor.
how it, and it took me going through situations where I would get beat down or someone would attempt to destroy me to the point I had to get out of that. I got tired of that. And then I look back and you got to understand your worth and what you deserve. Now, if you saying you want this and you desire this, okay, we need to get into alignment because these actions, these things that you're taking on, these compromises and stuff that's not really helping your mental, your emotional, you ain't even yourself. We need to do some reevaluations.
Exactly.
We need to look in
Exactly.
this mirror and see what is going on and what part are you playing in this story. And that's when you get to rewriting that script and you start cutting, okay, it's been going this way for so long. I know this is what I'm used to. This is what I was taught. This is the program. These are the conditions I grew up in. This is the mindset, that I had. But you got to be willing to rewrite that. That was the old story. We've already seen all the, ways they told us to do things.
Facts.
What do you want to do? Because you're not going to be able to even be in a relationship with others if you don't really come to a solid relationship with yourself and be yourself, however that may be, whatever you desire as far as a relationship.
Mm, mm.
You got to accept yourself. And I'm not saying compromise with anybody just to bend and make and mold things so they could fit together. If it just don't fit, even if it's just one thing about this person or whatever the connection is, if it don't fit, it don't fit. Don't force yourself into spaces because that's when you go against yourself. And then that's when all these problems come up and we're not even able to, express who we truly are because we're holding in and suppressing parts of ourselves. You don't have to suppress yourself. You need to walk boldly and be who you desire to be. It's about being, it's about embodying and understanding that
Exactly.
you here, you're unique. You have an energetic makeup. You're not here to do it like nobody else. Can't nobody write your story for you. What's your
Facts.
story?
Facts. And you better, Auntie T. You better. I'm telling you. And you fit, and that's coming from the soul. I'm telling you, this real shit. Like,
Oh,
if you don't take none away, take that away. If you don't take none away from the video, take that away. Take that away. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but true fact that's gonna help you ascend to where you need to be and get through the journey. I'm telling you, cause this journey not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. And all we really are put here to do is to help you get through it while we go through it. Everything we going through,
mm-hmm,
we just trying to get out there and help you. When we going through stuff and we find out the ways that we needed to move out of this and stuff, we're gonna bring it to you. We're gonna show you what we went through. We're gonna show you how we did it, especially if we got through it. And what in ways that we can try to help you get out of it. And when we going through stuff, we're gonna let you know we going through it and ways we trying to
mm-hmm.
get out of it. So that if you got anything that you going through any way that you didn't got out of them situations, you come and go, drop them things in the comment. Drop it in the comment. Drop your input, feedback. Tell me if you got
Yeah,
anything you
come
got
on.
going on that you want us to talk about. I'm telling you, like this, and I know everybody might not see this, but the people who meant to see it, the message who this meant to go to, I just hope you use it. I hope you get it. I hope you get any kind of spark or any kind of question and just drop that shit down. Like
Yep.
that's all we really asking for, and that's all we really want. It's just to help you, help us, help us, help you. Each one teach one, and we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep it pushing. That's all we really, and we all just supposed to be out here to help each other. That's it. But as black excellence, as greatness, as the great indigenous people who are from this land, like we it start with us really to get this back on the motion. So if we got two of us here, we got the same messages, the same energy, the same outlook on life, and the things that we want to kind of show you all and show ourselves and kind of just put out there. So hey, this is what we really brought this for, and I know they probably see that my damn camera light blinking. You might see it too. So I'm just
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that it just stayed through for the whole talk. Cause I was like, please don't go on while
Yeah.
Tierra talking. I need them to hit it. I need them to hit it.
Look,
So so I'm just grateful she got that message out to y'all, and that we got this platform that we both have to get these messages out to y'all, so that y'all can destined to be greater as we destined to be great. And trust me, this shit is a spiral. We coming back.
hmm,
We
you
it gonna
better say
come
it.
back. It
That's
gonna come
right.
back. The bullshit gonna come back. But yet we gotta learn how to come back and get out of the bullshit that we go through, and just know how to move better. It just always a little test that we gonna keep going through just to make sure that we good, and we focus, and we being better, and we coming out greater than we was back then. And
Yep.
and
And
you
I feel
know,
like that's all she wrote right
and
there.
that's all she
That's all
wrote. This
she
this
wrote.
all
We
she
look, we
wrote.
coming back. That's all she
I
wrote.
said,
Look, we coming back. I'm
I
always
said,
grateful to be on the Nobody's podcast.
I'm always grateful for you to
Look
be here.
forward to more collabs with me and Enrique. Like I said, go check out the Discovery with Dan podcast on YouTube. I'm finna hop back into that, and look, y'all, it's just time. It's your time to shine. So let's do it. You
Let's do
already
it.
know how we do.
You already know how we rocking. We tapping in, and we gonna tap y'all in while we tapping in. And this how it gonna be. And I'm look, like, subscribe, look, link, look, everything below. I'm gonna have her link below for her TikTok. She gonna have her Instagram. She gonna have her. I'm gonna have a Facebook ready, and also she do reading. If I can get this through before my thing go out, she had her research. Go ahead and try to get that out there before my shit go out. Just go ahead and throw that out there so people can just know what you got going on.
Yeah, I do human design readings. I'm currently doing those before I open back up my mentorship. So if you're new to human design, it's just a tool to help you discover your unique energetic blueprint, helps you to get back to who you were before, the world got their hands on you. So it's a dive into your energetic makeup, your uniqueness, what makes you you. And it's basically a mirror reflected back to you. So if you want a reading, just hit me up. I'll leave the link in the description for you. You ready to come, look yourself in the mirror. It's about being you. It's about being unapologetically you, thriving, and let's get to it. You got people out here that want to help you to see you. I'm here for you.
And I'm telling you, she ain't lying. She ain't lying. She did one for me. And I'm telling you, y'all, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm out here just trying to like sauce her up. I'm telling you, y'all, like, I don't be want to bullshit. I be want to be authentic and real. If it went by shit, I wouldn't even say nothing about it. I wouldn't even say nothing about it. I'm telling y'all. She did mine. Literally read me like a book. I'm talking about, and it was great because it's stuff that I still look back at, and I remember from the reading, that I look at, and I don't even be hard on myself because I know that this was my genetic makeup. This is my design. And it's in the shit she was saying, it was just like clicking. It would click. I'm talking about back to back. I'm like, yeah, that me. Like that I do this, and I be hard on myself. I be feeling like why I do. She was like, look, I see that you do this. Don't look. It's you. It's you, but you gonna look. You're a generator. You're a manifesting generator. Stuff gonna come. You got ideas. You got things you want to get out there. It gonna come. And you might have this. You gonna put it down, bring this up. So my podcast come in and out sometimes. But listen, I got a lot of stuff that I be trying to get out doing, from music to reaction videos to my herbal business to just trying to help people. From me just working, from me trying to get out there and just meet new people and stuff like that. Like I don't want to just be stuck on one thing all the time. I like to get out there and do so many things. So just getting her reading and just seeing a lot of the stuff that she showed me and just told me, it just really like connected and sparked me and just showed like, yeah, she ain't lying, because I know me more than anybody. So the fact that she telling me stuff that I know and more stuff that just like making sense to me, man, yeah, look, I'm just telling y'all, tap in. I'm
Yeah,
telling
it's
y'all,
about
tap
you.
the man. But
It's
look,
about you.
and we gonna leave it there. We gonna leave it there. I hope y'all stayed tuned through the whole video. If y'all did, I want y'all to put a leaf sign though. If y'all stayed through the whole video, watch it all, throw a leaf emoji in the comment just to show the support, just showing that you stayed tuned and listen to what we had to say, even though we ramble on sometimes. We here for good purposes. But on that note, thank you for tuning in to the Nobodies with your boy Reek. I love that my girl T came in with the time to thrive. We always striving to be a better us every day. So as you can see, it ain't nothing but the best gonna be on the best. You already know how I go. But until next time, I hope to see y'all soon. Stay blessed, stay abundant, Stay grateful if y'all can. Every day for 60 seconds. Just take time to show what you're grateful for. Just take time for yourself. If you're in the car, riding, anything, just take time and just be like what you're thankful for. Say it out loud so that it's better when you speaking through your that vocal. This right here, it's a powerful thing. When they say it's powerful, so take time and just be like, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for myself, having a roof over my head, having a car, having a job, knowing that the economy that we in is crazy. Just take time and you're gonna have a better day every morning. You're gonna be a better you, just knowing that you're grateful and what you got. Even though when you feel like you ain't got stuff, just being grateful and just knowing that you got something. So I'm gonna let that be. I love y'all. I love all of y'all. Hey, each one teach one, and we're gonna see y'all on the next one.
Love y'all and see y'all on the next one.
We gotta make a thumbnail.
You already know.